Welcome back. Today we're back in my studio with a bright sunny drawing. Let's get started. As you may know, I'm working my way through this sketchbook. It's taken a while, so if I disappear every now and again from my channel, you know why. Probably trying to finish another page. Today we're creating a bright, cheerful drawing, a perfect way to add some sunshine to a dreary day. Grab your pastels, acrylic paint, and wax crayons, and let's begin. Page 10 of 144. Just kidding. Okay, let's prep our page. Edges taped, let's first dampen our surface. This is going to make our paint flow organically over the page. Look at that. Don't be afraid to use your fingers and blend it in. It's just like being a kid. For our very first layer, we'll be using blue and yellow acrylic paint. Yeah, I said this was fun, right? Okay, I know, it might be a little messy. Tactile, nice. Time to get in touch with that playfulness again, that inner child. Remember, some papers and sketchbooks are not great for painting, so it's a good idea to test the paper first before you begin your drawing. Once the page is dry, we can start adding our flower. Let's start by creating the pistil in the middle using yellow with a touch of orange. Next, I'm taking my orange pastel and doing some dots. Should I say pointillism or should I say stippling, seeing as it's pastels? What term would you use for this? Let me know. Now let's build up the petals using a white pastel stick. I'm keeping the petals really loose for now. Some music please, maestro. Next up, my secret weapon, my wax crayon. We're going to create a little definition. Creating a white object is always a bit of a challenge. Do you find that? Remember, background colors are often reflected in an object. In this case, it's blue. So, blue shadows it is. Okay, so if you overdo it a little, no problem. I'm using my white pastel just to tone it down a bit. For the pastel, let's add a little depth, darkening the edges slightly with a few dots of green to create a shadow. I definitely have a thing for purple. I'm using my purple wax crayon right here. It tends to tone down the starkness of the blue a little. Alternating between the orange, red and green really makes my pistil pop. Next, I'll use my palette knife to do a bit of scraping, suggesting spaces between the petal. A soft brush is super great for sweeping away residue. Let's move on to our other daisies. One up in the right corner and then maybe one towards the left. Not too many. You want it to still maintain an abstract look. In design terms, 3 is always a good number. I hope you try this. When you do your drawings, you can choose whatever color palette you like. I tend to be using a lot of blues and yellows lately. They remind me of sunshine, especially on dreary, cold days. Now that we've got our daisies, let's do our finishing touches. Now for another layer on our cake, acrylic paint. As they say, here's some I prepared earlier. We've got some purple, some oranges, some yellows, blues and white. First, let's cover our daisies. We don't want to get too many splashes on it. We'll remove it in a bit. We'll start with the white. Just a few splashes here and there. It tends to integrate the white petals into the rest of the drawing. Then we'll add some splashes of purple. It's bright, strong. It's a beautiful color. One of my favorites. Orange next. Now we're ready to take off the paper and add a few more splashes just to add a little more integration with the flowers. There we go. I really like this. A little abstraction with my daisies. Bright, simple, straightforward. A breath of fresh air. You can almost take any flower and give it this loose, airy, abstract feel. Oh my goodness, this was such fun. I hope you try it. Okay, for me, this was such a satisfying, meditative project, and a revelation came to me, but I think I'll leave that for another video. I really like this. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Wishing you much love. Peace.